always online. Grab your headphones, let's review time. Music's the love and it's divine. Laughs and insights mixed like wine. Every strong and every beat. They analyze, they can't be beat. Tuning in on the socials meet. Join the fun and take your seat. If music's your thing, come along. Hear Amanda sing her song. Chris brings the notes all day long. Together they make us strong.
All right, well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Song Swap Showdown. That's right, welcome to Song Swap Showdown. It's another Monday, which means it's time for another episode of what could be the greatest musical throwdown show of all time.
According to our parents. So we're just saying.
According to our parents, yes, that's right. According to our parents and Dave and Ian.
Yes,
our biggest fans.
Yes, our super fans.
Our super fans. We are the greatest musical review show out there. So, YouTube, you've been warned.
Yeah, you've been notified. You're on notice.
Been notified. Yes.
And you know what? We just got to throw out a quick. Every time I hear our theme song, it just makes me think of our sweet friend Randall in Canada who did this for us. I jammed to it. I wish you guys could see the behind the scenes of us bopping and singing. It's just so much fun. It gets me pumped up for this show. Thank you, Randall.
It is a whole lot of fun, and we really appreciate Randall for doing that for us. You guys are the best. You guys are all great, so thank you for hanging out with us. Right now, we are, as we do every single Monday, broadcasting out on Radio Garden State, Facebook, and of course the YouTubes. And one of the quick things that you could do if you really want to help support the show is wherever you're listening to us, if you're over on any kind of podcast platform afterwards, you may want to hit that follow button. If you like this and you want to get notified every time we put in new episodes, hit the follow button. And if you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you get notified when we go live, which is on Mondays, and when we drop all kinds of other little videos on the channel. Recently, we've been uploading a lot of like little shorts celebrating like record releases and all that. I don't know. We go through cycles of like putting out like different kinds of content. So if you don't want to miss a thing, hit that subscribe button. And if this is your first time checking out Song Swap Showdown, well, you're in luck because you just happened to stumble on the world's greatest music review show of all time. That's it.
Listen, Ian, to the point of us saying our parents are according to our parents, we're the number one show. Ian saying, who else would we ask besides them and Ian and Dave?
That's right. Who else would we ask? I mean, there's really no one else to ask.
No.
So yeah, if this is your first time, well, hey, how the show normally works is Amanda and I each swap 3 songs with each other that we may or may not have heard before, and then we rate those songs on a scale of 1 to 5 records, with 1 being a skip. That's right. That's a song that we don't like. We just don't like it. You sent it to me, and I listened to it, and I don't like it, so I'm skipping it. It's not going on a playlist. It's not doing anything for me. It's getting skipped.
Is there a skipper on today's list? I guess we're going to have to wait and see.
Well, we'll get into it because I already know the answer to this one. And then, guys, it goes all the way up to 5 records. Wow.
Hold on to your seats.
Hold on to your seats, guys. 5 records is what we deem to be a perfect song. That's a song that lives on in our eternity playlist forever and ever. It's a song you never get sick of. It is heavenly music to our ears. That's right. That is a 5-recorder. That's a 5-record rating there for you. So it's a very complicated scale. I don't even know if you guys can comprehend it. But listen, do your best. Follow along. Maybe you'll get into the swing of the show.
Absolutely. A couple episodes in, maybe.
It might take you a couple tries to crack that nut.
But we got confidence in you.
We do. So yeah, listen, feel free to play along at home as we talk about our songs. What would you have rated them if you're watching live, listening live? If you can, drop it in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. And even after the show, the chat still goes on. So feel free to leave comments over on YouTube and Facebook. And of course, if you are listening on Spotify, you can leave comments as well, and we will see them. So we'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you think, what you have rated these on, what songs should have made your list or our list, which songs would have made your list. We'd love to hear from you. So Amanda.
Yes.
If you guys haven't looked at the title for today, what is our theme for today?
So
We always have a theme.
Yeah, so not last week because it was Memorial Day here in the States, but the
Yeah.
prior show to that, we did songs about states. So states in the United States.
Mhm.
And so Dave Manley suggested you guys should do songs about other countries. And we said,
Yes.
you got it. And so we had a really great time coming up with a list of 6 songs to give to you guys today. I think they flow kind of well-ish.
I think so. I do. I mean, I think that it was, you know what? This was a little bit harder of an episode than I thought it was going to be.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it was. Because then I was like, wow, there's a lot of good songs. And I had trouble narrowing down my list. But I wanted to make my list fun. I said, you know what? I'm going to make my list fun. And I know I'm shooting for the stars on my list because I'm like, I guarantee probably at least 2 of the songs on my list are probably going to make barely crack 2 records on Amanda's side of on the
You're
table,
not
so.
wrong.
Yeah,
But
I didn't think so. But I mean, you know what? I'm like, I'm doing it because that's the name of the game, man. That's the game.
and those are the songs you liked. And that is how this show came to be. Is I think today's playlist is very, very spot on to the differences and showcases the differences of our listening.
100%.
And it also shows how well our VIPs, Ian and Dave, know us because 2 of their recommendations made my list today. Well, I'll say 50% of Dave's
Right.
because I took the song, just not the artist.
Right,
But
right.
Ian, your song to me is my first song to Chris this week. So I'm really excited that I had a little bit of a hand. So it wasn't as
You
hard for
did.
me, I think, because I utilized our team here at the Song Swap Showdown.
Yeah, you had some help this week, but I think
did.
that's good because this is why we always ask our community, what would you guys pick? And we have, and we'll always, we'll go to that and go, hey, you know what? This is a good song. I like this. Let's talk about it. And and I will say that the out of your list, I'd really only ever heard one song.
Yep.
And the other one, I knew who the artist was, but hadn't heard that song. And of course, you're talking about one of Ian's picks. I had heard it at all.
Yeah.
Didn't know about the artist, didn't know about the song. So this was, it was actually a nice little musical journey for me to listen to your list. And I think that's, once again, listen, that's the point of the show, guys. It's music. So you're supposed to give it a listen, give it a try. May not be your cup of tea, but at least you give it a try. It's like trying some new food. Like, I don't know if I'd eat this, but I'm going to give it a try at least once.
Absolutely.
And see, because maybe I will like it and I will want it again.
Possibly. So now I'm going to put all of your songs into the lane of what kind of food it would be, like an oyster or stuff like that. So that's kind of a fun addition to today's show. I think you should start with my first song to you this week because Ian's online. He's commenting.
Yes, I know. And it's late for him.
And it's late for him. So I feel like if you want to do my first song to you first, which was Ian's recommendation to me, see how that works, folks? It's very complicated.
Very complicated, guys. Very, very complicated.
Then we throw in the rating. It's so much.
Right. So your first song to me, which of course, as you said, was one of Ian's suggestions, is I Still Call Australia Home by Peter Allen. Now, I had never heard the song before. I didn't know who Peter Allen was. Shocker. But it was interesting doing the research on this. So let's talk about the song real quick. So the song, I Still Call Australia Song, is a song written by Peter Allen in 1980, and it sings of Australian expatriates longing for home. Now, this is actually from what I understand, in Ian, you also being from Australia, I'm sure you can confirm, Chris speak, any of these notes to see if this is off base or not. And I'm sure you can add some more color to this. But apparently, this song is significant in Australian culture because it's been used to signify Australian patriotism and nostalgia for home. An example is the series of Qantas television commercials where it was sung either by individual Australian musicians or one of several Australian youth choirs. The song was also remade in their 2020 safety video, where various covers of the songs were accompanying a 100-year history visualization. In 1984, the Summer Olympics opening gala TV special, Olivia Newton-John performed the song.
Love
That's
her.
right. That's right. She performed the song from Sydney, Australia with the choir and a melody of Waltzing Matilda. Later, both songs were used in the musical about Alan's life, The Boy from Oz, in which Hugh Jackman starred as Alan. So look at that. There was even a show
I need to see that.
a musical made about Alan's life. I Still Call Australia Home was added to the National Film and Sound Archive's Sounds of Australia Registry in 2013. Unbelievable. So in the charts,
33 years, right?
Yep.
Right?
In the charts, it peaked at number 72 on the Australian singles chart in June of 1980 when it was originally released, but re-entered the charts and peaked at number 60 in September 2015 following the screening of the miniseries Peter Allen, Not the Boy Next Door. So, who is Peter Allen, you may be asking? Well, I guess if you're from Australia, you probably know already. But Peter Allen, also known as Peter Richard Woolnough, was born February 10th, 1944, and was an Australian singer, songwriter, and musician and entertainer known for his flamboyant stage persona, energetic performances, and lavish costumes. Allen's songs are made popular by many recording artists such as Elkie Brooks, Melissa Manchester, and Olivia Newton-John, including Newton-John's first chart-topping hit, I Honestly Love You, and the chart-topping and Academy Award-winning Arthur's Theme, which many people know, The Best That You Can Do, by Christopher Cross.
So good.
So, there you go. And he did pass away at the very young age of 48.
Isn't that just
unbelievable?
See that so
June
often.
18th in San Diego, California is where he passed away. Unbelievable. Way too young. Way too young.
And Ian coming in with a notable fact. Peter Allen was actually married to Liza Minnelli for a short time.
I was actually
Look
just
at
about to bring that up. Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah, he was, Allen was the first husband of Liza Minnelli. They met in October 64 and were engaged on November 26th, 64, and married March 3rd, 1967, and were formally separated on April 8th, 1970, and divorced July 24th, 1974. The year I was born. Allen had a long-term partner, model Gregory Connell. They met in 1973 and were together until Connell's death in 1984. Allen and Connell both passed away from AIDS-related cancer 8 years apart, with Allen becoming the first of well-known Australians to die from AIDS. So
interesting. During that AIDS, it was like late 80s when
it was,
all
it
of
was
that
epidemic back then. Yeah,
epidemic of that came out before we knew anything about it. So
I know.
how interesting.
Yeah.
So this was, I like this song, but I like the research a lot on this song and on Peter. So it was a really fun addition. So Ian, I'm so excited that you added this to my list. And that's why our recommendations from our listeners is so important, because not only do Chris and I expose each other to new music, but you guys expose us to new music. So we love that. I mean, I would never have probably heard this song.
Probably not. I know I wouldn't have had. And so if it wasn't for, Ian being part of our community here and doing the suggestions, I would have never heard it. But so here it is. It's on the list. We're going to talk about it now. So let's listen to a bit of, I guess this is like Australia's most popular song. I don't know. I mean, obviously it has a huge cultural significance.
Yeah.
So, all right. So let's hear a bit of I Still Call Australia Home by Peter Allen.
And I definitely feel like there's elements of Billy Joel in this.
That's what I thought. I thought right away this was very Billy Joel sounding.
Like New York State of Mind.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
I've been to cities that never
That's exactly what I thought.
So good.
From New York to Rio, an old London town. But no matter how far or how wide I roam, I still call Australia home. still call Australia home.
Yeah.
All the sons and daughters spinning around the world, away from their family and friends. But as the world gets older and colder, it's good to know where your journey ends. And someday we'll all be together once more, when all of the ships come back to.
All right, I could sit here and listen to this whole song. I'm getting sucked in. This is the problem.
It's so smooth.
It is a very smooth song, and I will tell you this. This was probably one of my most enjoyable songs on your playlist. It's the one I think I enjoyed the most because it had a lot of really interesting elements. Like we just said, it sounds very, very Billy Joel-esque, like super Billy Joel inspired. But I also felt very like Burt Bacharach too, which I like a lot of Burt Bacharach songs. So it had that feel to it. It's an easy song to listen to. And I liked it. I really enjoyed it. Having never heard it before, or Paul Allen, it was good. It was good. Is it a song that I'm going to probably listen to over and over again? I'll be honest, probably not. But if it, listening to our playlist, I'm not skipping it. It's not a skipper. So with all that being said, I would probably give this a record rating of 3.6 records. I'm going to give it a 3.6 records. I think it's a good song. It was a good song. It was very enjoyable. And I really liked the feels of it. So that is my official record rating for Paul Allen's strong Australian tune, I Still Call Australia Home. 3.6 records from me. So
3.6 records. Okay.
Yeah. And you had frozen for a little bit there, but now you're back on.
I heard the tail end of what you rated it. So I think that's good. So, okay, this leads me to question. So you're giving this, you said this was your most enjoyed song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I feel like this list might be low this week for scoreage wise, and that's okay.
It's okay. Listen, because I thought it was a really good song. I don't know if it's a 4 record for me, like personally. I'm sure for others out there, it might be a 4. Could be. I'm sure for Ian, it's probably a 5 record. I mean, and it should be. But for me, I think a 3.6 because it means it's once again how our system works. 1 is a skip, 2 is a, 3 is mid. So this is not a mid song, but it's not a 4 record, which is like totally really like better than average. And of course, 5 is like eternity playlist. So I'm putting this closer to 3.6 to me is like, it's not a mid song and it's almost better than average for me.
I like it. So I think this song super loungy. I'm captivated with it. I feel like there's a storytelling element that I want to listen to. Like it's pulling me out of a busy day and resetting me kind of song. So I'm kind of with you where I don't want to listen to this all the time, but I feel like there's definitely a time and a place to put this on and just kind of decompress and recenter.
I like it. I mean, I like the song. It's a good song. It is a good song. It's not an eternity playlist song for me, and it's not at this point a better than average song. You know, like so it's a 3.6.
I like it. Okay.
Yes,
I received
3.6.
Thank you so much. And Ian, thank you again for the wonderful recommendation.
Yes, it was a very good recommendation, and it was an enjoyable song to listen to.
All right. So your first song to me was Barcelona by The Rentals, Chris Baglio.
Yeah. Now, I know people are going to be probably screaming right now, like, Barcelona is a city, not a country. And I'm going to say, you're right. You're absolutely right. But I didn't care. So I broke the rules immediately with my first song. That's okay. But it's Barcelona, Spain. Right? It's not Barcelona. It's not Barcelona, United States. I mean, come on. It's Barcelona, Spain. But I know it's not a country. Like, Barcelona is not a country. I get that, guys. So before we start yelling at me, And go, Chris, did you think Barcelona was a country? No, I know Barcelona is not a country, guys. I know it's a city in
But you,
Spain.
but you guys feel free to put that in the comments because it only helps our algorithm. So
right.
you can
So feel free to yell at me and call me all kinds of names, which I'm sure you'll do on YouTube and all the other places.
So Barcelona by the Rentals came out April 13th of 99.
Yes. The
Party
Rentals
like it's 1999.
The Rentals, one of my favorite bands of all time.
It was written by Matt Sharp.
Yes.
Like the last name. I mean, I may be on here as that girl, but my last name is Sharp with no
That's right.
E, similar to Matt here.
That's right.
And I can appreciate that this song is essentially about documenting and conveying his enjoyment of being in Barcelona.
Yeah. They were.
I mean, as simple as kind of it is.
Yeah, when they were touring on the first record, and then they were in Spain, and he fell in love with Spain. And there's actually some more songs on this record. Well, it's like he just was inspired and was like, they had a great time when they were in Spain, and wrote the song Barcelona, which then appeared on the second record here. So, pretty simple.
So I feel
as
like
that.
there wasn't a whole. Yeah, I was like, I tried to find a little bit more research, but I think it was pretty much that in a nutshell. It just was a matter of.
Just loves the country. loves the city and the country.
Tis true. So like this one was not like extravagant for me. Like I didn't love it so much, but it was. I would say this and your third one are very close together rating wise.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That middle one.
Yeah, I know about the middle one. I know what the middle one's already getting, so. But it's okay because it's a classic.
If you say so. But let's play a little bit of Barcelona by the Rentals.
Yeah, and listen, guys, I love the Rentals. They're one of my favorite bands of all time. I love Matt Sharp. Rachel and I have a picture with Matt Sharp when we went to go see them in Asbury Park many years ago. It was great. He took a picture with me and Rachel and my wife, and it was great. And we've seen the Rentals probably about 4 times. And man, they're such a fun band to go see live. So if they ever decide to play again and get back together and do stuff, I highly urge you going to see it because it's always a party. It's just a really, really fun time going to see the Rentals play. So. Anyway, yeah, here's some Barcelona for you.
I like that.
Oh, okay. Amanda's favorite part of the song, the little moog noises. Such a fun song. Oh, this is the whole thing. I love the Rentals. I love their sound. I love the whole 80s vibe that they bring, and it's just so great. It's just so great. It's so much fun. I'm gotta tell you, man, if you ever get a chance to see them live, if they ever go out and play live again, it's been a long time, but they are just a lot of fun. They really are.
I'll be honest. I feel like the music part of this song is my favorite.
That's fine. That's good. Well, we know that we've done Rental songs before. Friends of P, which is the biggest song. Like that was their hit, Friends of P. And yes, Ian, he is the guy from Weezer. Yes, Matt Sharp from Weezer was on the first record and the second record, and then was basically him and Rivers kind of had a falling out, and that was the end of that. And he just did his own thing, and he's been doing his own thing ever since. So.
So, where do I rate this song?
Where do you rate Barcelona by the Mighty Rentals?
We may be disappointed, but
Here we go.
no. Okay, so this is just a 3 mid average for me. Like
It's a mid song for you.
3.0. It's so mid. I don't think I'm gonna.
I feel like this is the highest rating I'm getting for the rest of the show.
Maybe.
No, not maybe. It is. I'm getting the highest rating I'm getting for the rest of the show.
No, this is like I don't think I would skip it. I really don't. Because there's like I do find myself bopping to it a little bit, and the lyrics are clever. Like the girls coming in and going ooh or whatever they say.
Yeah,
like,
that's the whole part of the rental sound is like him, and then he always has like two women like doing all the backup stuff. That's like the sound. Yeah, that's the sound. That's the rental sound.
I can really enjoy, but for me, it's just kind of mid. Like I'm not gonna ever in my life put this on.
You will, I guarantee you. You're gonna listen to this again, and you're gonna be like,
sure?
You're gonna keep finding little pieces of it, and before you know it, you're gonna be skating around pressed rows with Barcelona playing.
Listen, you know what? I would put it on if we were together. I'd be like, you know what? Chris really likes this song. I'll put it on. I'll suffer through it. No, it's not a suffering song.
Wow.
It's just so mid. It's just
all right.
Mid.
All right, listen, it's your hot take. It's a mid song. Got you.
You wait until the second song with you.
I already know, and I'm fine with it because it's going to be a good clip that we're probably going to get a lot of views out of when I make a clip out of it. So.
And I'm not doing it for the clips. I'm doing it because I really don't love it.
Right, but then we'll put it out for a clip, and we'll get some good engagement on YouTube because of it. So, because we can get everybody yelling at how Amanda doesn't know what she's talking about. Oh, look at this, Amanda! Don't let Chris in your head. Look at this. Look at this. Like, stick it up for Amanda.
Amanda, right here. Thank you, Ian.
Don't let Chris into your head. As if I do that. As if I do that. What kind of accusation is that?
You live rent free in my head, Chris Vaglio.
Good to know.
Barcelona.
See? Barcelona.
I'm just trying to make you happy.
I know. It's in your head. It's not.
A little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving on to your next song to me.
Yes.
Which, of course, we all know how legendary Harry Belafonte is. And we've talked about Harry Belafonte on, I think, at least once, maybe twice a season, we talk about Harry Belafonte.
Yeah.
And there's not much more to be said about how important he is to music, but also social awareness, social,
true.
Right, everything. He is an iconic figure in every sense of the word. And the man should always get his flowers forever and ever because he's very important to the world in general as a great humanitarian, as an activist, and as an amazing musician. His contributions to music, not even just his own work, but his writing, his producing, his helping other artists get over. Like, the man has done it all, and then some. So this song that you gave me is, of course, a very legendary song, Jamaica Farewell. So obviously, if you've never heard this song before, we'll play it, but it is obviously a Jamaican style. And this is called a folk song. This is a folk song that he's done. And the lyrics for this song were written by Lord Burgess, known as Irving Burgee.
Yeah.
And he's an American-born, half Barbadian songwriter, and it is about the beauties of the West Indian Isles. Very simple, just talking about the beauty of that.
Yeah.
Harry Belafonte's version came off of the album Calypso, which was released in 1956. Let's let that marinate for a little bit.
And it's still so relevant, in my opinion. You listen to it and you go, it just feels right in 2025.
It sounds great. I mean, listen, the song, like I said, I hear it on Calypso 1956. It was released as a single and reached number 14 on the Billboard Pop chart back in 1956.
Remarkable. What a legacy.
Yeah. And so here's a little bit of background of the song. Many, including Belafonte himself, have said that the song was popular in the West Indies since long before Lord Burgess. It is believed that Burgess compiled and modified the song from many folk pieces to make a new song. Burgess acknowledged his use of the tune in another mento, which means folk song, Iron Bar, and the line "Ackee, rice, saltfish are nice" refers to Jamaican national dish. This song has been covered by so many
people,
including Chuck Berry. Unbelievable. Sir Lancelot, Marty Robbins, Don Williams, Jimmy Buffett, Sam Cooke, Carly Simon, Sting. So many.
When you search this in Spotify, I mean, you just got to scroll.
I know. It's amazing. Yeah. If you put in
through
this
the
song,
covers,
it just goes Jamaica Farewell. And like literally, it's like, wow.
I know. And, I kept listening to multiple different versions because I really do like this song in general.
Yeah.
But it was really, this is my favorite version of it. And spoiler alert, this wasn't our 2023 playlist. So this was featured a few seasons ago, but that's okay. We're gonna to Chris's point, it deserves all of the space.
It happens.
That it
yeah.
so desperately deserves.
And I don't remember what I rated it back then.
I don't remember the exact rating, but highly.
Yeah. So I'll have to
I mean, well. Yeah.
All right. So let's listen to a bit of Harry Belafonte's Jamaica Farewell here.
Jamaican me crazy. I mean, instantly melt.
It's exactly what you would think.
Yes.
Down the way where the nights are gay and the sun shines daily on the mountain top, I took a trip on a sailing ship, and when I reached Jamaica, I made a stop. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town.
It feels like
sounds of laughter everywhere, and the dancing girls swaying to and fro.
It's his voice.
I must declare my heart is there, though I've
such a
been
warm
from
voice.
Maine to Mexico. But I'm sad to say I'm on my way.
And the harmonies are great.
It's great, and it sounds like such a simple song, but yet there's so much going on.
I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town.
Like that guitar work is fantastic.
And it's so simple though. Like it's so just perfectly enough.
Down at the market you can hear ladies cry out while on their heads they bear. Ackee, rice, salt fish are nice, and the rum is fine any time of year. But
that's right, the rum is fine.
To say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston town.
It's a good one, man. All right, we've already listened to 2 minutes of it.
I know.
We haven't
gotten in trouble.
We haven't gotten dumped yet.
Ooh, that's remarkable, especially on that song. And full disclosure, Dave again did not recommend this particular artist, but he prefers the Ed's Redeeming Qualities cover version. He says it gives him chills. I don't disagree that I don't like that version. There's just something about this version that I just love.
There it is.
Just love. It just makes me melt.
Like I said, for me, Harry Belafonte's voice is just, it's so warm, and he just sounds like, I don't know. It just sounds very welcoming. It sounds very safe. I don't know. Yeah. It's like, he just seems like such a cool guy. He's like somebody you definitely want to hang out with, Harry Belafonte. Like such an interesting guy. He's lived such an amazing life that between, and also I did forget to mention actor too. Actually a very good actor. And he's been in a lot of great films. So on top of being a musician, an activist, some people may not know that he was actually a very close confidant of Martin Luther King Jr. during the Civil Rights Movement. Some people may not know that, but look it up, guys. It's history. It's there. He was very part of it, and also was part of the American Civil Liberties Union, and also has been a big vocal critic of some certain politicians in time. So listen, the guy has really done it all, and he's not afraid to use his platform. And on top of that, he's a great musician. So he's also won 3 Grammy Awards, including a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award and a Primetime Emmy Award and a Tony Award.
Well deserved.
And he received a Kennedy Center honors and was awarded the National Medal of Honors in 1994. And also has received the Gene Herschel Humanitarian Award. I mean, and he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as well, in the early influence category.
I mean,
so he's gotten an EGOT, by the way, guys. Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony.
That's pretty impressive.
He has an EGOT. So just goes to show how legendary he is.
Mm-hmm. So that is one of the many reasons that this version is on my list this week. But the recommendation for the song was by Dave.
Yes, and it is a great song. And it's it's one that, I always come back around to the song. I forget about it sometimes, and then I come back and I'm like, oh man, this is such a great song. This is an awesome chilling outside. It comes on in your mix and you're like, oh, so relaxing. It's like warm out, but you got the nice little breeze.
Yeah, like a 3-day, random, vacation.
Right. And then it comes on and you're like, this is such a good song. It's like hits you at right the perfect moment type of thing. So it's like a great vibe song for sure. So I don't remember what my original rating was, but hey, things change over time. So whether it was low or high, I would probably go, and I had given your other tune, the Paul Allen song, a 3.6, but I think that this is a really good song, and it's still holds up. So I give it a 4. It's a 4 record song.
Okay. Thank you for that. That's good. I think that's super fair. So Dave coming in slightly higher with a 4.9.
I mean, listen, Harry Belafonte, guy's a legend. That's it. He's got an EGOT, for crying out loud, on top of all his civil rights things that he's done over the years.
Absolutely. And then Ian also coming in with a fact about Peter Allen. Hugh Jackman got a Tony for playing Peter Allen in the Boy from Oz musical. Wonderful.
That's cool.
Wonderful.
Didn't know that.
Good.
Is Hugh Jackman the most popular person from Australia currently right now?
Oh, great question.
I don't know. Ian, would you say presently, is Hugh Jackman the most popular Australian out there now in pop culture? I don't know.
You have to weigh in.
I'd love to.
Our inquiring's mind want to know. Yeah. So while we're waiting for Ian to vote on that, we're going to move into Chris's second song to me, which he sits there like he gave me this amazing gift.
I did give you an amazing gift because I'm like,
welcome.
What is a song Amanda is guaranteed to never have heard or listened to or even dare to put on in her life until today? And this is why the show exists, guys. This boils it down right now why the show exists.
This makes me think of season 1. Early episodes where Chris loved to send me music that he knew would get under the skin and cause me to have nightmares.
That's right.
Now, this song doesn't give me nightmares, but what song are we talking about? Anarchy in the UK by the Sex Pistols.
The legendary Sex Pistols.
Okay, adding that doesn't make the song any better.
Yes, it does. The legendary Sex Pistols. Anarchy in the UK. One of the best punk anthems ever written. Well, one of the few. I mean, it's in the top 10.
My face does not lie. So I'm just going to say I don't like this song. When they're singing the song, they look like weird.
They're punk. These guys are original punks, man.
But you can be punk and not look weird.
You have no idea what you're talking about. This is why I love giving you stuff like this, because it's so out of your comfort zone, and everything that you know about life is upended when you hear something like this.
Yeah, like this is a song that I'm like, ew, I wish I didn't hear it.
It's a world that Amanda knows nothing about.
No, and I don't want to be in that world, yet this show pulls me into it every now and then.
That's why it's called Song Swap Showdown.
Yeah, it's just, it just does not, my rating is going to be generous.
You don't have to be generous.
And keep that in mind when I give it. Like, it's not even a great rating when I give it.
Yeah.
And that was generous. But I think we need to listen to a little bit of this nonsense before.
First of all, not nonsense. It's a great punk song, and the Sex Pistols are like up there in the pantheon of punk. I mean, they just are. This is one of the most influential punk records in the world of punk. Now, listen, there's a lot. I mean, you know how I feel about the Ramones. I feel like the Ramones are one of the greatest American rock bands in the world that never have gotten out, but they are truly, when you talk about punk rock, they are OGs. The Sex Pistols are the European version of sort of what the Ramones were doing, but just more quote unquote street punk kind of a thing, you know.
The Europeans can keep them.
Well, they of course, like anything, burned bright and fizzled out. This song has been covered and done by so many people. It is a classic.
I don't know why. I mean,
here we go. This is a classic. I want everybody to turn up their radio right now. Yes. Right. Now. Yes. Right now, Amanda.
I am an antichrist. I am an anarchist.
Let's just think about that opening line right there. I am an antichrist. I am an anarchist. I mean, does it get more rebellious than that as an opening line to a song?
No. And so
how does that make you feel, Amanda? How does that opening line make you feel?
Know, that's where, if it wasn't for this show, I'd be like, skip
right away. Right. You'd hear that 21 seconds in, you would skip.
Skipping away.
Before the lines or after those lines?
After those lines, I'm like, enough.
Okay. By the way, guys, I'm loving every second. This is why I do the show.
And then he laughed.
I am an antichrist. I am an anarchist. Don't know what I want, but I know how to get it. I want to destroy, possibly, 'cause I want to be anarchy. Now dogs, buddy. Anarchy for the UK. It's coming sometime. Maybe I give a wrong time. Stop a traffic line. Your future gleam is a shopping scheme. 'Cause I wanna be anarchy.
All right, there you go. There you go. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Song Swap Showdown.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. I do this show for these moments. This is what I live for in my life.
So this is the thing. We know we have some just listeners out there because they listen to the audio version of our podcast instead of the video. But I'll just give you a visual to paint you the picture of what this looks like behind the scenes and in front of the YouTube cameras here. So we have Chris is just like in his glory, just light and free and bouncing back and forth. And then I have my angry 11s on my forehead are really showing, and I feel like the weight of the world is suffocating me, and there's no shaking it until the song gets turned off. That's how I feel about anarchy in the UK. In the UK. Are
you okay?
I'm really having a hard time. My thoughts are coming out of my mouth at the same time I'm trying to speak. So that "Are You Okay" by the Sex Pistols is not good for Amanda on a Monday morning or ever in her lifetime again. If I'm being honest, I mean, this show's about being honest, right?
It show's about being honest. It's about putting you out of your comfort zone. And I've successfully have done that. And you are now a Sex Pistols fan. You now like the Sex Pistols.
No.
I've now converted you to a Sex Pistols fan.
You know what you did? You really disrupted the flow of our playlist in 2025 because everyone, it's on Spotify. It's just a Song Swap Showdown 2025 playlist. And we had a really nice streak going. Like, I just felt like the flow of our playlist was so phenomenal this season until now this clunker.
A clunker? Wow. That's some strong words.
It just came out of my mouth. I can't help it. Tell this clunker. So what do I rate this clunker? Like, this is Chris cannot believe his ears. I never thought the word clunker would insult a song so bad. And Chris is
It really has.
He's like, I've never thought you could insult a song worse than the word clunker. Okay, so I'm giving this like 2 records, and that's being
So I thought for sure it was getting 1 record from you when I put it on the list.
Should.
And I purposely put it on the list because I wanted all this to happen. And it checked the boxes because it's a song about a country.
You know what?
And I was so happy to put this on. I was giggling with glee when I put it on. I go, I'm giving a man to the Sex Pistols. They're not going to the UK. I was literally giggling as I added this to the playlist. Giggling with anticipation that, and this is all I wanted to happen, just happened. So thank you.
With the word clunker to seal the deal.
With the word clunker to seal the deal. So guys, listen. Amanda has now poo-pooed one of the greatest punk songs ever written. And but that's okay because you have every right to that opinion. And we'd love to hear from you. So let us know what you think of the Sex Pistols Anarchy in the UK.
We'd love to hear from you.
I can't wait to hear from all of you.
He's setting up like the play here for everybody to just swoop in and do something.
Especially on YouTube. Thank you for the engagement.
Dave Manley coming with Dave saying, let's hear that giggle, Chris.
Let's recreate it right now. I'm going to recreate the giggle. Here it goes. Okay, this is Chris on Sunday going through my playlist. I'm like listening to songs. I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, wait a second. Sex Pistols in UK. And you know where I'm going to put it? I'm going to put it number 2. That's my... And then I tell Rachel, I'm giving Amanda Sex Pistols Anarchy in the UK. And she looks at me. She's like, oh, that's a good one. I'm like, I know. That's it. That's how that went.
So your number 2 song got a 2 from me.
And I love it. I love it.
So
I take it. So far, I got a 3 and a 2. This is great. This is going back to season 1 time.
Oh, this is retro right here.
Yeah, this is all retro stuff. I love it.
All right. I'm interested to see what you say about my last song to you because I will be honest, I had not heard this song before myself.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you about this one because I had not heard this song either, and you know I love Sir Paul McCartney. I think, you know, for as old as he is, but like the guy is, you know, I mean, listen, he's a Beatle. He's always going to be a Beatle.
Absolutely,
he's part of the McCartney, Lennon songwriting team. And the guy still, you know, it just goes to show how much of a musician that he is. He's still putting out music to this day,
remarkably.
And the guy is going to do it until he physically can't do it at all anymore. He's not going to retire from music. He's just going to keep going and going. And this record came out in 2018, guys. The name of this record by Sir Paul McCartney is called Egypt Station, by the way. And the song we're talking about off that record is a song, yes, once again, I never heard before. This is Back in Brazil. Now, this record in itself has got a lot of interesting songs on it. It's got like 16 songs on it. It was produced by Greg Kurstin and co-produced by Paul McCartney, and it was released. This was his first studio release since 2013's New. And the first single off this record was I Don't Know, which is a song I did know because I remember when that came out and it was getting played. So I do know the I Don't Know song. The name Egypt Station is shared by McCartney's painting, which is actually the front cover of the record, is a painting that he did in 1988. And this actually became, so here we go, in 2018, this became his first #1 album in the United States since 1982's Tug of War, and his first to top the debut on Billboard 200. Can you believe that? In
like a 40-year swing, yeah.
In 2018, Paul McCartney drops a record, and it shoots to #1 in the United States.
I just
let that sit.
In fact, when I saw this and I was listening to this, I honestly thought the date was wrong. And I searched 3 different times going, this is not 2018. And it sure enough was.
It is. It is 2018.
I didn't believe my research until I was like, well, I'll be darned. when I saw the whole album and I did a little bit more digging, I was like, wow, I just didn't realize because somehow this song was not on my radar.
No, and it was not on mine either. And it wasn't a single. It's like literally an album track, and it's deep on the album too. So when you look at the album track listing, it's deep. It's a deep cut. So, but this song, so all the songs were recorded in, what was it saying? He wrote 3 songs, or in Tedder, that was also recorded. So that song Back in Brazil is the only one that was recorded at KLB Studios in the city of Sao Paulo. So it was actually recorded. The song about Brazil was written and recorded in Sao Paulo. So in the record itself, Egypt Station, Paul McCartney was saying that he goes, I like the words Egypt Station. It reminded me of the albums we used to make. Egypt Station starts off at the station on the first song, and then each song is like a different station. So it gives us an idea to base all the songs around. I think of it as a dream location that the music emanates from. Sir Paul McCartney's words. That's right. So when you listen to the song, when you listen to the album, I should say, as a whole, think about it as each song stopping at that station, which is how Sir Paul McCartney envisioned it. And who am I to ever dispute the great Paul McCartney?
Absolutely.
I mean, he can do what he wants forever. I'm going to tell you right now, Paul McCartney could fart into a microphone for 16 tracks.
5 records.
5 records. Yeah, it could be a double LP set, and it would be great. Why? Because he's a freaking Beatle.
Just amazing. The longevity of his career is just remarkable.
It really is. And so I will tell you, though, after listening to this song, while I like the kitschiness of it, I guess, I don't even know if that's really the right word to describe it, but it's definitely got a certain appeal. I don't know. I don't know if kitschy is even the right word. It's very it's got the cultural elements of Brazil, I think, in it, if you were to look at. But as far as a track on this record, see, it's 16 songs, and I feel like, as much as I love Sir Paul McCartney, I feel like the record could use a little editing. But hey, who's going to tell Paul McCartney you can't put the song on the record?
And look, it still
do what he wants. Yeah, it still went number 1.
Successful.
Yeah, it's still went number 1. So I will say,
we know
when I listen to this record, it's not the strongest track on the record.
Right.
But I know why it exists, because once again, conceptually, he sees every song as a station, it's a musical journey, right? Much like today's show is a musical journey of countries.
Yeah.
So is this album.
Yeah.
So it's not my favorite on this record, but I think it's an okay song. It's not his best, but I get it.
I dig it. And it's definitely continued to grow on me each time I've listened to it, even more so.
Yeah, I think it's going to require some more listens on my part. But there is some really, I'm going to tell you guys, check out this record if you haven't heard it, because there are some good tracks on this record. Like, it's a good Paul McCartney record. If you like Paul McCartney, I know not everybody's like a fan of Paul McCartney. I know there's some people that don't like the Beatles out there. I get that. I understand it's not your thing, but it's nice to still have a living legend like Paul McCartney in our life. So let's listen to some Back to Brazil, Back in Brazil. Sorry, although it's still very like I could envision the Beatles having done a song like this though.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Like, I could have heard all the Beatles on a song like this. I love that.
Brazil, there lives a girl, dreams of the future and a far, far better world.
It's like the Rentals.
Back in Brazil, she meets a man. He's tall and handsome, and he fits in with her plan. Bright lights ahead.
I mean, the rhythm, the whole
music and fun. Nights are for dancing, and the days are for the sun. All kinds of weather will surely come and go, but they're together, and together they will steal the show.
Yeah.
Like, that's just filler right there.
Little. Alright. I'm gonna get sucked in. So listen, it's not a bad song. It's not a bad song. I think it's a song that just needs to grow on me. It's Paul McCartney having fun in the studio. Like, That's how I look at it. This is like Paul McCartney being like, once again, I can do whatever I want because I'm Paul McCartney.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
feeling the flavor of being in Sao Paulo, and I'm gonna have some damn fun in the studio, and that's what he's doing. He's just having fun.
I felt like the first time I listened to it, I just didn't. I was never expecting the next thing to come, like the next sound or
Right.
That's the song that would have like it needs more cowbell, and all of a sudden cowbell enters because it's so like across the board dynamically, like you just don't know.
See,
but
now
like,
fun. Here's a good. I agree with this comment, Dave. This is astute. I like this. 3.8 for Paul. It started strong, but felt like it lost its way. See, I think you hit the nail on the head there. I think you hit the nail on the head. And listen, the song is about 3.5 minutes long, so obviously you only heard the first minute 30 here. I recommend you go listen to it. Obviously, it's on our playlist here. Of course, Amanda and I have listened to all these songs in full, so but I'm sure we'll get still yelled at about that. But it's true. We do listen to all the songs in their entirety. So I think Dave, I agree with Dave's statement, although my rating's a little bit lower on this song.
Okay.
I think that this song is more of a 3.2 for me.
That is really interesting. I really thought I'd get a little bit more bonus because it's Sir Paul.
Well, it is. Like I said, on this record, when you listen to this record, there's so many other stronger songs on this record as a whole, and I just feel like this is Paul at like his studio having fun, and it's cool. It just isn't. It's like an idea of a song that never really fully formed. But let's again, Paul can do whatever he wants.
He can do whatever he wants.
But there's some really good songs on this, especially the single we were talking about. But there's some good songs on this record, and you should go check out. Yeah, Egypt Station's a cool Paul McCartney record. Just he kind of goes off a little bit on some songs, you know.
Hey, again, he can do whatever he wants. All right, so moving on to the third and final song, To Me.
Yes.
From Chris, which is Don't Cry For Me, Argentina, which everyone, I think, in the world knows.
They know this song.
One way or another, whether it's from a cover or from the music hall. Like, I don't know, but there's so much out there that it would be, you'd be under a rock if you didn't know this song. But this particular version is by Me First and the Gimme Gimmes.
Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, the clown princes of punk rock.
And Chris has sent me several of these songs in the past. So I was prepared. But you know what? I'm going to say this is not my favorite of the songs, but I really didn't hate it. It makes me think very much Scooby-Doo-ish. Like that intro of Scooby-Doo. It could have been in one of their chase scenes. Just it's revved up a little bit, and I find I'll give it's fun. That's
the whole point of this band, is they are just a
cover band, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit of they're like it's all different guys from all these other punk bands, and they all get together and they do punk versions of famous songs. And some records have themes, some are random, and they just do it. And it's literally all in the spirit of having fun. Like, that's really it. It's supposed to be. And I feel that when I listen to them. That's really the point of it. Like, can we make a punk version of the song? And it's like, yes, they can. And they do it. And they're not all great, but that's the point. Like, it's a joke. It's a joke, but like fun. It's a good adventure. That's the point. And so, a lot of times they've done some really classic songs and you go, I can't believe they made a punk version of the song. And then they do it and you're like laughing. So, but that's cool. That's cool. So I don't dislike this one at all. Am I going to put it on all the time? Absolutely not. But I can appreciate what they're doing here. Yeah. I thought you might like this. So Don't Cry For Me, Argentina by Me First. Whoops. Let's start that over. I was like, wait, Dave, bombs. You threw us right in there. Threw you right in. Right head first.
It won't be easy. You'll think it's strange when I try to explain how I feel. I still need to love after all that I've done. You won't believe me. All you will see is a girl you once knew. All she is dressed to the nines. At 6s and 7s
I know we got to move the show along because we got to wrap up. Like, it's a good one. And by the way, I highly recommend if you do like that and you just want to have some fun and listen to fun and check out Have a Ball. Check out R.A. Drag, in which they did Broadway show tunes, punk versions of Broadway show tunes, and Ruin Johnny's Bar Mitzvah, which is, and they did a lot, and it's hilarious, and they make it sound like they're actually at a bar mitzvah, and it's freaking hilarious. So complete with everything. So I tell you, these guys they're hilarious to listen to, and if you just want fun punk versions of classic songs, put on Me First and the Gimme Gimmes.
So I think I actually am not a fan of the song in general. I don't have
me Argentina, Evita.
Yeah, I'm not like a huge fan of the song at all. So to me, like just in general, that's getting a very low score just as a song.
Yeah.
So I actually appreciate this version better than the original. I'm like, let's speed it up a little bit. Like, don't cry. Don't cry. Let's not do that. So I feel like it's a much better approach at this song. And no, it wouldn't have been appropriate in the musical, whatever. I get that, everyone. But I'm saying this version is better than the other versions that I've heard. So with that, I'm giving it 3 records, which is mid.
All right. It's very mid.
I appreciate the fun. They do have a good time. I think what a stretch to go, let's do this one and do it okay. So 3 records.
All right. So that wraps it up, guys. And Amanda's the winner of Song Swap Showdown this week.
We don't even have to math it today.
We don't even have to math it today. Clear winner.
Clear head winner here.
But I succeeded in my mission.
You did.
Thank you for making all my dreams come true.
The Anarchy and the U of K.
And the U of K. Anarchy and the U of K by the Sex Pistols. But yeah, no, that was this was a fun show. Really had a great time. Dave and Ian and anybody else who is watching live, we appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We love doing shows like this. So we'll be back next week for another episode. We have a couple themes we're working on for next week. So we will, of course, make the announcement. Make sure you follow us over on our social channels at Song Swap Showdown on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well. And of course, YouTube, guys. Once again, if you are listening on any podcast platform, hit that subscribe button or follow button or whatever button they got there. And of course on YouTube, though, hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you get notified when we go live, which is every Monday at 8 a.m. And of course, keep it tuned here to Radio Garden State all day long for lots of great music and live shows 24/7, guys. That is right. So, Amanda, any final words?
This was fun. Dave, thank you for the inspiration for today's theme. We had a lot of fun with it. So thanks, Dave.
Yes, you're the best. Seriously, Dave. We really appreciate you guys. So,
and
all right,
Ian,
guys.
You are too.
Yes. No, Ian with some great suggestions by the guys. And make sure you join our Facebook group because that link is in, and people are always posting great music suggestions in there too. We have a lot of fun in there. So that's all free to join. So join that group. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Thanks for hanging out with us. Bye.
Bye, everyone.